Back. Thanks for locking in with us for another edition of On the Money podcast here live from the On the Money Sports Lounge and Casino Theater section. We're here ready to break it all down as only the Jersey Triad can do it. All hands on deck for tonight's podcast as we will be going around the world. We've got Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals with Game 2 of the Spurs and OKC going down in 5 minutes. Baseball going on, a slight delay in the Yankees game, first pitch at 9:10, and a whole lot of bochinche and rumor
Hashtag Bonchinche
going around, which I want to break down with you guys here. It's the perfect night to break all this stuff down because I feel like some of the reports we just got today, literally one of them was like about 20 to 30 minutes ago. I said to myself, oops, we got ourselves a gem.
Right.
Fellas, where do you guys want to start tonight?
I mean, dude, let him do it.
Where get that? Yeah,
where should we start, right? Where should we start?
That's why he's here.
We are in the midst of the NBA playoffs, and we witnessed the greatest Knicks comeback in Knicks history.
Oh, I was about to say. I thought he was going to say the greatest playoff
No, listen. It's the Knicks. It's the Knicks. It's all about the Knicks.
Greatest comeback for the Knicks. Worst collapse for the Cavs.
Worst collapse for the
all
Cavs.
at the same time.
And 22 usual suspect behind a blown lead, James Harden.
Yeah.
Dude, 22 points down in the fourth quarter. Biggest comeback for the Knicks in their history as far as the playoffs is concerned. We went on a 44-11 run to end that game, including overtime. And, man, when I tell you my dad got upset, he walked away. Matt actually ended up like falling asleep at the end, and I'm literally there sitting there on the couch by myself.
Yeah, you were quiet for a minute,
I was quiet the whole night, obviously, because
we were talking in the chat, but then like once like the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter during the comeback, you were radio silent.
No, I was radio silent, man. Even when we were up in the first, I didn't want to talk too crazy, only because I knew it was game one. There's a lot of we got 3 more games to win, and I didn't want to talk bananas, but. Man, let me tell you, I'm sitting there and I'm watching this shit play out. Years ago, man, I would have did what my dad did and just kind of walked away, man. But
it was looking ugly.
I can't do that to this Knicks team. I sat there and I watched them like I would have watched the Giants, because you guys see me. I will sit through a whole Giants game and we'd be getting our asses kicked and got nothing to show for it. But let me tell you, dude, there's
a couple of Giants games I feel like you were ready to.
You
started gathering your things.
Yeah. There's been plenty of
happy, right?
Yeah,
you needed that, right?
That's what you wanted,
but
right?
I'm sitting there and I'm watching the game, and we're down by.
Speaking of the devil, Matthew is in it live.
Is he there? Yo, what's up, kid? And this Jalen hits this random 2-pointer. It's like I don't know, 68 to 90 something, whatever. And I'm like, and the crowd goes crazy, and I'm like, why is everybody going crazy right now? Like this, it didn't make sense to me why they just started going crazy, and they just started screaming defense after that 2-pointer. And from there, Jalen Brunson did not look back. We went on a 13-1 run, and he had 11 of those points. And dude, I mean, there was a fan and a couple of people today on the radio who said that really the turnaround started when Cleveland started to do the hack-a-mid strategy at the end of the third quarter, because they felt that slowed the game down enough for New York to kind of gather themselves and really compose this comeback, which I kind of agreed with, because you can kind of see them like Cleveland was kind of losing that momentum they had when they kept fouling Mitch and everything like that. And
right,
when teams start doing that, it does kind of frustrate me. Mitch does a good job as far as trying to I know he puts the work in when it comes to the foul shots and everything like that. It's just he just has such an ugly shot, man. That shit just
he can get himself into foul trouble.
Yeah, he really can.
But
man.
He's down there, doing dirty work.
But yeah, exactly. He does all the stuff that doesn't pop up on the stat sheet. The stuff that does pop on the stat sheet for Mitch is huge.
He's stuff that Cat's not always doing, even though he's playing better.
Exactly. I mean, he did. So Cat did have a better second half of the game last night, but. I mean, like I tell other Knicks fans and other people who's willing to listen, Cat's just too soft for me sometimes, man. But last night was amazing, bro. Brunson put the team and the city on his back. And, I mean, dude, what more can you ask from a guy who took $100 million less on his current deal who's in line to get the max in the next year and a half, and just really just put the whole, like I said, the whole game on his back at the end of the fourth quarter and into overtime, man. Like
worst collapse has to be the Falcons. Well, we're not talking about that, Matthew.
We're talking
he's talking
about
overall Cavs
overall playoff collapse all time. I think Falcons still get the cake.
Yeah, but
honestly, I put that up there too
right
because
now.
it's not even that it's NBA or NFL. Like it's a Super Bowl compared to the ECF. So when you screw up that big in a game like that in the Super Bowl, like that, I think that's always going to be bigger.
It's not even the Falcons' fault. It's Kyle Shanahan's fault.
Yeah,
you're running a play on 3rd and 11 when all you got to do is hand it off, grab 3 yards, kick the field goal. Guess what? You mathematically have won the game because it's mathematically impossible for the Patriots to come back. But you know what? That's what happens when you think you're the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
You outsmart yourself.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened there, honestly.
He outsmarted himself.
And then you're playing against, the
Belichick's on the sideline looking like,
he
just throw the ball.
Not
only was it incomplete,
it's a great offensive mind, but sometimes he has a tendency to, in those moments, overthink things. And I don't know if that's the same situation when it comes to Cleveland and their collapse.
You're gonna pay for the sins of your brother at work.
Hey, man, it is what it is, dog. As long as the Knicks come out, we got 7 more games to win. That's all that matters, bro. That's all that matters.
Okay? I realized watching that game yesterday that I don't know who the Cavs are because the first and fourth quarter and the second and third quarter, they were like 2 totally different teams.
Right.
They came out flat in the first quarter. They looked like, oh boy, these guys can't buy a bucket. Wow, this is going to be ugly fast. And they scored 16 points, which was their season low for the amount that they scored in the first quarter. The second and third quarter, they turned it up, and they all of a sudden looked like they looked like okay, like how you say a team looks good on paper, and then you watch them play, and they're doing all the right things. Right. It's like, this is what the Cavs are supposed to look like.
Right.
And then the 22-point lead gets dwindled down to 13 to 12. That's
if you're a Kenny Atkinson, what are you doing with Harden on Brunson? Like, why are you leaving that guy out there to get cooked every time? Harden has nothing for Brunson.
Making Mike Brown look like a genius.
Genius, dude. It was insane. And I'll tell you what, man, kudos to Mike Brown for sitting Josh Hart last night because Josh Hart missed almost all of his 3-pointers, but he was still hitting his 2-point shots. He was super scrappy on the defensive side of the ball, but he sat him for those 7 minutes at the end of the fourth quarter and even a little bit going into OT and let Shamet play. And without Shamet's 2 3-pointers, I don't even know if we're sitting here having this kind of conversation with you guys. Like, Shamet came up super big last night, man. Super big. Big fucking minutes. Bro.
I wasn't watching, I'll be honest.
It's all good. It's all good.
I was locked in
ready for the season finale.
I know I gotta finish. I'll
watch it tomorrow.
Nice.
I had baseball pulled up on my phone. I had you guys on the big screen. I'm glad I kept you guys on the big screen because I'm not gonna lie. There was a point in time where I was like, I think I might just.
Should I change this to the ticket?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the double overtime game the other day.
To anybody who, and I don't really like. I don't want to say this like meaning my dad, but there was like to anybody who was at that game and left the game early last night, to a lot of people who kind of just walked away thinking
it looked packed in there.
Bro, there's no way I'm leaving early no matter how bad my team's getting their ass whooped.
Evan Roberts
in a playoff game because God knows how expensive those tickets are.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, I couldn't leave neither. But
Evan I don't said there was people right now why people are going crazy buying all these tickets for football games right now. You're paying these astronomical prices right now. All you got to do is wait 2-3 months, and right before the end of August, you're going to pay $100 less.
The NFL is king.
That's right.
The consumers,
like, dude, I was looking at wrestling tickets for SmackDown in Monday Night Raw in Atlantic City at the end of June. Dude, $400 for a seat that I used to sit at before that was only like $75.
Oh Jesus!
I was like, inflation or no inflation, there's no way. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Just so I can see Roman Reigns laid out again by Jacob Fatu.
But anybody who left early,
that's crazy. Shame like you said, like to leave early knowing how much you're paying for these tickets.
Yeah, shame on you.
I'll just fall asleep in the sands.
I'm a believer in Mitch. You better be. I've been screaming about Mitch for the last 3 years. He's the longest tenured Nick on the team.
Does this make you feel better about the Brunson contract? Like moments like that?
I mean, yeah, man. And I meant to say that last week, but like me being upset about that first contract is like it's null and void because he's earned. We're on his second contract now at this point, and he's earned not only the first one,
massive pay cut, bro.
I was just gonna say that not only did he earn that first contract, he's earned the second one, and he took a massive pay cut. So the guy's in line.
He left $118 million on the table,
and he plays for the biggest city in the country as far as like basketball is concerned, and he's gonna make that money in endorsements anyway. I'm sure he did.
I'm guessing that's what he thought about.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of more money to do. He brings a championship to this city. The money that he's gonna make
used to get the Patriot people. Oh, you're going to get endorsement money, but you're going to win the title.
I mean, I'm sure he made a lot of money in Boston and around there and everything like that. But Brunson's going to probably triple that shit if we win the title. Yeah. He won't have to pay for another
championship.
If the Knicks win a championship, he won't have to pay for another meal or drink in the city, and he's going to make all types of money.
Coach Brown proves that I won a championship without LeBron.
That's
that
right.
wasn't just LeBron's patsy.
That's right.
Meanwhile, Tom Thibodeau's home going, this is my team. I should be
Listen,
here.
man.
These are my plays.
There's a part of me that wish Tibbs was here for the ride. Honestly, I really do wish he was here for the ride. People who shit on Tibbs don't have any right to really talk bad about him because he was a part and one of the major parts of this rebuild in this team that we have currently. So
it was a major swerve when you guys fired him last year.
It was big, bro. It was big. I was super upset.
Because Dolan's just Dolan.
Yeah, Dolan is Dolan, dude. You never know what that guy's thinking.
That man kicked somebody out for saying sell the team.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Right. Yeah. No,
I wasn't a believer in Mike Brown, but he might have been one of those coaches where it's like everything is already set up for you here, and you
just
are
don't play with your
kind of like the Steve Kerr situation in a sense.
Yeah, like you're showing up at the perfect time.
Yeah,
where everything
Jackson
is here
still,
for
bro.
you.
Would have still won.
Yeah, it was like somebody else's team. Here you go. Like you adopted this.
For me, what kind of rubbed me the wrong way with Mike Brown was that he wasn't our first option. Like we actually were reaching out to teams who had coaches.
Well, Jason Kidd just got fired.
Jason Kidd did.
Yeah,
just got fired,
timing that.
Yeah, really weird, honestly. And it looks like it was something more like Kid on Kid's end, where I heard that he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to coach this team anymore," and that he didn't want to be there. So
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Look at what they did to him.
Yeah. I don't blame him. I definitely don't blame him. But to go back to Mike Brown real quick, I mean, I wasn't sold on him in the beginning. During the season, I just kept saying, "Get me to the playoffs and let me see what you do." And not only has he done a great job in the playoffs, his adjustments in every series so far have been insane. Insane, man. He's done great adjustments. So I can't complain, really. I can't complain.
They had a game plan, which was attack James Harden, and it kept working.
Yeah.
Like putting him in a position where it's like you can't not play him if you're the Cavs.
Sorry, I ever mentioned the clipboard. I ever mentioned the clipboard.
At
Mike
some
Brown.
point or another, you got to think to yourself, like, damn, he is going to continue to be a liability in this series. Yeah. They opened up a can of worms with their approach.
My dad said something earlier that the Cavs should probably thinking about playing him off the bench.
You got to change something there.
Yeah.
Because it looked like how Wemby looked in the paint, and nobody on OKC could do anything about him down low. That's kind of the
he
equivalent.
Just took control in that second overtime, and I saw the highlights. I was like, oh my god.
Both game ones were tied 101-101 going into overtimes. I don't remember the last time I saw some shit like that.
Right.
And both sides, they go into OT, and both times it's like, well, I'd say that the Spurs were more the underdogs. I think you guys were favored.
No, yeah, the Spurs actually went from a plus 170 to a plus 220 before that game had started. So yeah, they were big underdogs in that game.
That game, by the way, just kicked off right now. It's game 2 going down, Western Conference Finals. Yep. I'm sorry I ever mentioned the clipboard, Mike Brown. Man, he's locked in, bro.
Dude, when that Harden trade happened, there was a lot of people on certain podcasts, especially Cam and Mace, that were saying Harden and Mitchell were the best backcourt in the East, if not in all of basketball. And right now, we're only one game in, but I don't see it. I didn't see it then, and I definitely don't see it now.
The thing is, they're Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Is that the term? Where the Cavs look literally like two different teams in one game.
Yeah.
Like you saw the good, the bad, and the ugly out of this team. And the shitty thing about it is the ugliest was in the fourth quarter. And a loss like that in the Eastern Conference Finals, up 22, 23 points, whatever it was,
Right.
that sits with you.
Yeah.
You for 48 hours, you have to sit there and think about everything that went wrong when you felt like you could do no wrong.
Right.
And just watching that lead disintegrate into nothing. Mind you,
crazy.
Similar to with being a Knicks fan and going through the motions of having to walk away from the TV. Like there's a lot of people in Cleveland that are looking at this and saying, "Oh my God, no, we had it. Please, no,
they
not
were doing
again.
the Denny Green,
Not you too."
We had it. We let him off the hook.
For a sports town that has dealt with everything that Cleveland sports has dealt with, the Cavs have been a beacon of hope for them. They know the flaws.
Right.
They know James Harden's track record. But now seeing it in real time against the
gotta
New
sting.
York Knicks, who
it's got to sting.
you go into this saying to yourself, we match up well with them. I think you're the better team, but it's a good matchup. I'm looking at it across the board because
I watched him and Joel Embiid disappear on a Game 7 against Boston.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there looking at the television screen like, what?
Yeah, man. I mean,
he's done it for every team.
Harden's gonna do it again.
Did it for the Rockets.
It's almost
he
guaranteed.
did it for the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
He did
Everywhere
it
he's
for the
going.
Sixers. He did it for the Clippers, and now he's doing it for Cleveland.
everywhere he's
Like,
going.
dude,
and mind you,
who did you piss off?
I don't know. But mind you, this is coming off a game where again we talked about Cat not being
Bro,
really
repent your
big Cat.
sins.
He was bad.
And OG was a non-factor pretty much in this game. He didn't take his first free throws.
I took his points and rebounds. I'm staring at the six.
He didn't take his first free throws until like 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He only had 4 free throw attempts in the whole game, and they were all 4 in the fourth quarter.
I was
I'm sure
that's why I started talking shit in the chat. I was like, oh wow. Oh.
I was sick.
That's when these guys. That's when the Knicks turned to the records. I was in the chat being sassy. I was annoyed, bro. Like, come on, bro.
He really was.
What are we doing?
That's how I felt on
what's going
Sunday
on?
afternoon watching my K's slip away.
Yeah.
Like when you're
I
watching
took
the
the
game
Wheeler-
and nothing that's happening is helping you.
Oh,
Like you're trapped in your slip.
I'm
Because
watching the
nothing that's
Phillies.
going
bro.
on is impacting you positively.
I'm watching the K's just slip away in my face on Sunday. I'm watching the Phillies just hammer schemes. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I was like,
really
can
were.
you guys just let him get one more strikeout?
They really were.
And then Wheeler doesn't they both shot one. Wheeler was plus 7.5 and Skeens was plus 8.5. Both finished at 6 and 7.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. So
Bruh.
far, you see me and Matt, we've been putting in the work when it comes to baseball. The strikeouts have not been profitable, bro. Because these guys, you bet the 5.5, they get to 5. Manager going up to the mound.
Yeah, dude, it's so
Pitch
weird.
count. This
So
guy
weird.
bases loaded.
So weird. And then
Or he's going like this. It's like,
oh man,
they're gonna come check him. Yeah.
inflammation.
Cranky back.
Yeah,
So bullshit, bro. It's such bullshit that commentary already has something ready for them.
That's why I
a made up
understand.
excuse, bro.
That's why I understand you right now about your slips for OG because that's how I felt Sunday.
Yeah, I've been avoiding the strikeout slips because I feel like I don't
I'm
have
done.
really any success.
I'm done.
I put
strikeouts.
$20 in this past week. I won nothing, and I'm not going to bet again for another while.
Yeah, I'm waiting for football. You guys know how I am. I'm waiting for football.
I'm just going to start figuring out my future slips for football soon, and that's
Gather your
that.
thoughts. Oh, make your future.
I told myself I was going to try and tell Elon and Matt this year, and every time I do it, I don't
I'm
win.
doing it.
So I'll just wait for football, and I'll try my luck again in football like I do every year.
I am in the middle of
New golf club set. Thank you, Ben Rice.
Yeah, Ben Rice came through, bro. Matt, I'm thinking
Matt
about
plays golf.
I'm thinking about
He
running
started on
a
Sunday.
combo, Judge and Rice. Let me know what
It
you
was
think.
Hyundai versus Kia.
Game starts in 15 minutes. Let me know what you're thinking, bro, because I might do it. Yeah. I've spoken about that already. I said it multiple times on here. I said it
my God,
in the text messages with these guys. This is the same guy who ran away from an accident where if those people in that accident would have passed away, you wouldn't have even had the chance to screw up again.
Right.
So here you are again with another opportunity to kind of make things right. All you have to do is not screw up again.
Yeah, you're on parole, dude.
And
I mean, dude, you're on parole. Just stay out of trouble. Don't smoke weed. Honestly, it's not that hard,
bro.
dude.
Yes, it's legal, but you know why he's going, because he's on probation.
Right.
You can't do that while you're on probation.
Yeah, no.
Because there's even certain stipulations about alcohol too.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Like, you're on probation. These are the rules. I was watching Adam Schefter earlier, who reported that him and his camp did not expect to go to jail. That's why he got surgery on his knee last week. So now he just got a surgically repaired knee, and he's going to jail. And they're not gonna. And from what it sounds like, from what Schefter's reporting, they don't care. You're going to jail regardless you got surgery on that knee or not. Basically, rehab it at the county jail.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, I don't.
What are we doing here?
I'm so fed up with players like this.
Who's his guy that's close to him that's supposed to be like, yo, bro, you can't be doing.
He doesn't have that.
Is there any other player
doesn't have that
ranked as high as him with as much BS as he has?
And he has not produced since his rookie year.
That too. Well, the other problem to that is that he keeps getting hurt. So not only does the kid keep getting in trouble, he hasn't produced because he gets hurt.
Yo, you're one way or another,
you can't stay on the field.
Right.
Regardless of what anyone wants to say, you're starting to become a headache, and teams are going to continue to tolerate because he has the talent. That's one thing. But is Andy Reid going to keep tolerating? Because some organizations don't want to keep dealing with that.
Yeah,
you can't get the
guy. If this is Cleveland, if this is Dallas, those teams are going to keep enduring it. But when you got a team like the Chiefs who are trying to be singularly focused on the championship, it's distraction after distraction after distraction. The Hunt family has to be sick of it.
I mean, look at how many wide receivers they just drafted this year.
If you're Kansas City, do you reach out to Dallas and ask for a rice picking trade?
Well, Dallas can't do that.
Why?
Why would you bother?
You just said it yourself. Jerry loves a problem child.
Yeah, but you're not trading him for
He already has one. It's George Pickens.
He already
hasn't become a real problem.
I'm just saying.
Yet.
Is it possible?
It's only a matter of time.
Possibility.
But he is
one
thing. I haven't seen Rashee Rice crash out on live TV yet.
Like Pickens has, right?
Like Pickens has.
Right.
Like it's different levels to this shit. But either way, it's like it doesn't help the stigma amount around the whole diva wide receivers thing.
Yeah.
It's like this is exactly why they get talked about the way that they do. It's like you're just making it. You're making them all look bad at a time where a lot of these guys are pushing the envelope for other wide receivers to be able to get paid good money.
Yeah, and to me, Rice doesn't come off as a diva like AJ Brown, but he's still a problem child nonetheless. Rashee Rice, like to me,
he's becoming a problem child because it's off the field.
Exactly.
Not
he's not
on
a
the field.
Diva. It's just like you.
It's just like Elon
out
said.
of control.
Yes.
Just like Elon said. Like, dude, you were an instance away from somebody being dead. Where this is all over, you would think that would
imagine where he'd be right
now.
Like you
would
fled.
think something would click in his head,
right.
And be like, "Yo, I gotta change." Nope.
You fled because a part of you might have thought, "Damn, I might have killed somebody."
Meanwhile, he's getting.
You know what I mean?
It looks like charges are going to continue too with him and his the girlfriend. Wasn't there something on that, like
a domestic thing?
Yeah, ain't that ongoing? Ain't that an ongoing
honestly,
issue?
man, I didn't even if that is a thing. I kind of lost track of it because I feel like.
And I'm looking at the NFL, like, bro, he just failed a probation. That's still not detrimental to the conduct of the league.
Yeah. I mean, maybe because
they're going to do something.
However, the NFL came out and said it about the domestic violence issue. This is new. They could change their stance.
I don't even know how you handle this kid anymore, man. Do you suspend him for 4 games? I don't know.
The exempt list. That's the next step. The exempt list. You're not gonna be able to play. Because you can't. There's gonna be something else that happens.
And we still don't even know if Mahomes is starting the year.
Some people are saying he is. He says that he feels good, but it's May. You can feel good in May.
He's trying to play. He's definitely trying to be out there.
I agree with it, but sometimes you gotta be smarter for the player.
Well, you got Justin Fields there, so I think that we could see Justin Fields maybe week 1.
It's possible.
Week 2.
That's why they went out and signed a kid like that. So it's possible.
Because, dude, this happened in December.
Right.
The beginning of December.
Realistically, he probably shouldn't be playing till like October, November.
Mahomes is out there throwing, but we already talked about how that division is built. Can they afford to be without him for that long?
I don't think so.
You know, like, and he himself is gonna, like, I'm calling my shot.
I'm sorry, when you look at this
Mahomes.
team on paper, even Mahomes is quarterback, which we saw for the majority of the year last year.
Yeah, it's
because
not
he
that
only
good of a
missed
team.
2 games.
Yeah,
He only missed 2 games, like 2 or 3 games, I think, at max.
Right.
Bro, they didn't look good with him.
No.
This roster is not impressive at all.
It's not, man. Defensively,
Like,
they were okay, but
Kenny
now
Walker
with
is
the
a
moves they
beast,
made,
but Kenny Walker
He's
also
not
has
good.
the injury concern bug
yeah, he can't
that he's
carry a
had.
team.
There's a reason why they drafted Charbonnet 2 years ago.
Right.
So
it hurts when you can't have your primary wide receiver on the field.
Yeah.
and now your primary wide receiver's got issues. You don't know what's going on with that. You still got, question mark, can Kenny Walker carry the load for a full year? Travis Kelce is 37 years old.
What is Xavier Worthy?
Xavier Worthy has not done nothing in his first 2 years in this league.
Another guy that can't stay on the field. Him is more healthy.
The offensive line is already in flux as it is. Like, the best player on there is the center. And defensively, they're only getting older. They traded away this guy to Los Angeles, or McDuffie.
McDuffie, that was a crazy trade.
Chris Jones, like I said last week on this podcast, this team on paper does not look scary.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? Neither does the AFC as a whole when you look at it.
Maybe this team is finally coming down.
They're the weaker conference.
It's kind of crazy to think about, like how that's switched the last 10 years.
They've become the weaker conference.
It's kind of crazy.
Like, honestly,
because we had Seattle beating whoever made it out of the AFC.
Any team with a game manager at this point on the AFC, if they get hot at the right time, they can go to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
It's not as daunting to make it.
If the Chiefs miss the playoffs again, I'm gonna do my Chris Jericho. They miss the playoffs. You get this field again of Bo Nix, Herbert, Rodgers, Jackson, Stroud, Lawrence,
Josh
Allen, and May. It's like it's up for grabs to me again.
Yeah, no, it really is, man.
It truly, because then you look, and everybody's probably going to go on here when this clip right now gets in the algorithm, gets on our TikTok page, gets on our Facebook page or YouTube page. They're going to come at me and be like, "Oh, Josh Allen, how the disrespect." I am never ever going to put a favorable mark on Josh Allen in the playoffs on this podcast until he wins a Super Bowl.
They tried that storyline last year.
I'm no longer going to assume that in an open field like that he's just going to take the ball and run with it and get to his title, because that's what happened this past season, and he floundered again in the divisional round to Bo Nix. I don't care how good the Denver defense was. You allowed Bo Nix to outplay you.
Well, they almost lost to the Jaguars.
That too.
We watched that game.
It was a 3-point.
We were watching that game because right afterwards was the Eagles game.
I had Jaguars winning.
Me and you were sitting there like this. Is he really going to lose this?
What was I doing that day?
So,
I wasn't with you guys.
Not to continue, because there's so much going on and piggyback on NFL stories, but like we're saying right now with the whole Rashid Rice thing, the Chiefs on paper not looking like. I'm sorry, Chris. I know you're probably watching, but truth is truth, bro. On paper, you guys do not look scary. You look third place-ish again. That's just the truth. I'm sorry.
I think he can be real as a fan and know,
Matt says if Justin Fields wins week 1, they'll let him run week 2. But
I agree.
Yeah,
Andy Reid's gonna look back and go, okay,
yeah,
let's
let him rest.
Yeah,
let him rest.
Pat, it's all right.
Again, realistically, the kids still play until November.
Is Pat gonna be worried about
it's a long game?
Justin Fields taking his job?
No,
come on,
it's a long game.
This isn't what happened in Philly almost 10 years ago, right, where Wentz is rushing back because Foles just won a Super Bowl. It's a completely different scenario.
This is how a veteran team wins, by being able to bring in a veteran quarterback like Justin Fields to come in and
let's say Mahomes isn't ready. and let's say Justin Fields doesn't win any games. If the Chiefs go 0-4 or 1-3 to start the year, do you even try to rush back Mahomes?
They're still going to bring him back.
But rush him back?
He'll rush back.
They're not going to rush, but they're going to play him.
They'll be desperate.
I don't see the point in it, man.
They'll be desperate.
But like Elon said,
they're not going to
0-4 in the AFC, you can get on a roll. Maybe
I get that.
9-8 can
it's
get you in.
It's a weak conference, but they're in the toughest division in a weak conference, if that makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the top.
Yeah, because I don't think the East is going to be dominating. I don't see the Patriots doing what they did last year, 14+ wins.
No, I don't think 14 wins.
I think they're going to regress a little bit. I could see the Bills probably getting the division back, but I don't think it's going to be a 14-win division. I think it's going to be 11 or 12 wins.
Yeah.
I don't think any team in the AFC is going to win 14 games this year or 13 games.
No, it ain't like that anymore.
The 13-14 win teams are in the NFC.
Tie ball game after one quarter, 31-31.
Nice.
And an evenly matched Western Conference Finals Game 2 going down.
Oh, listen, it's very evenly matched.
You just mentioned a team that I want to talk about because we're in football, so it's a good time to bring it up. The Patriots have been linked to A.J. Brown for months.
We have talked ad nauseating
to a lot
not
of
only
other
this
things.
podcast, but ESPN, NFL Network. They have talked nauseating about A.J. Brown going to the Patriots, but now
there's a wrench in it.
the Bochinche has come to play with more rumors coming out of Jacksonville.
Of all places.
Yeah.
That a BTJ for A.J. Brown straight up.
And that I would do if I'm Philly. I would definitely try and.
Oh, if I'm Philly, I'm doing that. I'm going to go get the younger kid.
Yeah.
I don't know why Jacksonville wouldn't try to bring in a 31-year-old with a history of knees.
Yeah.
Why don't you just try? Okay, so if they're doing this, this means Brian Thomas Jr. has completely fallen out of favor
with Cohen and everybody in Jacksonville.
Lawrence too, maybe.
That's the only reason why I see him getting traded
himself.
Because to me, and I know how much we like to talk shit in the chat and everything about BTJ because of the trade with you and Matt and all that stuff, but to me, there's no way that Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers,
Sean Junkins, so I'm okay.
Regardless of what Washington and Myers are not better wide receivers to me, talent-wise, than what BTJ is.
Oh, and
last year was
a bad Eli Stowers because that was Matt's second-round pick too.
It's definitely more of a year like something happened there.
Yeah, I don't like
coaches,
kind of like what Oscar just said. Maybe he is falling out of good grace with them in Jacksonville.
How are you linked to all the bro? He was linked back at the trade deadline.
With us, even with us, he was linked with everything. So.
And after that didn't happen, I stopped thinking about a BTJ move. I thought to myself, okay, I guess Jacksonville's just going to figure it out.
Right.
And now he's being linked to Philadelphia, and I don't think Philly is trying to do a straight up trade. They want BTJ plus some,
and I think that's
the team to go to for it.
If anybody can do it, it really angers me to say this, but if anybody can pull something like that off, it's Howie because he's done crazy things in the past with trades and everything like that. Yeah. But to me, AJ Brown is worth BTJ, and that's it. And even then,
it's not going to be nothing more.
It shouldn't be.
You can't.
But I know Philly's going to try and
get a pick.
They're going to try,
which is wild because you're going to get more years at a cheaper rate.
Yeah. They're trying to win the trade.
They don't possibly be a better player. Possibly. I'm not
calling
BTJ better
the Jags
than
are running like a better organization the last 2 to 3 years.
They just won 13 games without BTJ really doing anything for them.
He was wide receiver 3. He was wide receiver 3.
And you just got to get him
involved. Wide receiver 1 was Jacoby Myers. Wide receiver 2 was Parker Washington. Matter of fact, he wasn't wide receiver 3. Brenton Strange was the third target.
No.
Even if it's not real in the Jaguars' mind, the AJ Brown move gets them over the hump.
No, it does.
In their minds,
it should anyway.
With Parker, with Strange, with those other guys that can play second fiddle. In their minds, an AJ Brown move for a wide receiver that they don't even utilize, and they just won 13 games.
Yeah, who's running back for them now?
They got Bashal Tutin, they've got LaQuint Allen, and they've got Chris Rodriguez. So they've got young running backs. I
don't trust them though. None of those running backs.
Well, you can't trust any of them until you see the product on the field.
Rodriguez and who else? Who's it?
I think Tutin, Rodriguez, and LaQuint Allen.
I think they're going to regret letting ETN leave because I think ETN is going to be a beast in New Orleans.
I think so too. Him with Kamara, it should
Kamara, Olave. and now
I like the Saints.
Tyson. Yep.
I don't hate the Jaguars setup though. I wouldn't hate it if you add.
And
AJ
Trevor
Brown into
Lawrence
that,
looked like a better quarterback last year.
He did. And they're talking about
and he went toe to toe
defense.
with Josh Allen.
They won 13
in the playoffs.
Yep. They won 13 games. That was like the worst round one matchup for Buffalo because it's like they were evenly matched.
Yeah.
Up until the end, there was magic time that had to come into play for them to like narrowly escape.
Yeah, Josh Allen is Josh Allen, but Jacksonville's defense is stout, man.
Jacksonville made it uncomfortable for them.
Yes,
and that's really like.
What they win by, like 3 or something?
It was a 3-point ball game.
Yeah, I think it was 3.
Yeah, it was a 3-point ball game. I think I remember I took Jaguars +2 or something, or +1.5. It was tight. Like it was literally like Vegas was telling you like Bills could lose today.
I don't know, man. To play for AJ Brown.
So I don't know how. I don't know how. Like I don't know if they would even entertain something like that. I don't know how a phone call between Philly and Kansas City would even sound, honestly.
Yeah.
Someone playing each other in the Super Bowl a couple times.
Again, at this point, I think Casey's going to try to covet their draft picks. I think they're going to start to do a slow reboot.
A
retool. Yeah, I mean, you can't rebuild with Mahomes, man. That guy's ready to win now, so you gotta do something.
Even if it's not pretty, they
so
are.
What would the Rams? What's the buck chinche with the Rams? What are they doing?
The Rams thing is, we won't know until we know. Probably after the trade actually goes through, we'll know what the other offers look like.
So me and Alexi talked about it today, and it was something that I heard too the last few months, where the Rams have been secretly shopping Davante Adams to certain teams just to see what they can get for him and stuff like that. So getting Davante Adams back for AJ Brown and a second-round pick, that sounds a little bit more plausible than BTJ in a second. So
Davante in a second.
Davante Adams in a second, that's probably doable.
Davante Adams in a second for AJ Brown. I know. Davante Adams was more productive than AJ Brown last year.
And that's
probably
why.
So why would
because of better quarterback
that's why the Rams were like, thanks,
Stafford.
no thanks.
What do you think Stafford's doing with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith? Stafford's probably doing almost the same thing.
He's eating.
We're not, we're talking apples to oranges when comparing
like
Stafford to Hurts here.
It was levels different.
You got to look at the Rams' perspective too, because the Rams realize this is probably it for Matt Stafford. You're not going to be given premium draft, even though their GM of old said F them picks. It's a different story now.
They invented that phrase.
This is a different story now. When he said F them picks, it was for Matt Stafford, and it paid off.
Well, they did it again.
Now, if Matt Stafford retires, you leave Ty Simpson as the next in guard. You're going to need draft picks. There's no way.
But if you know
they like the kid from last year. They didn't even want Ty Simpson.
If you know this is the last dance for Stafford,
there's no way in hell
they would go
I'm running the Rams. I'm going to give you Adams and a second for AJ Brown and his bad knees.
But if this is Matt Stafford's last year, I get why they would it makes sense to give up Adams.
Bro, they were a play away from being into the Super Bowl.
I'm not listen.
With this team. The problem wasn't listen, I know. I'm just saying the problem with this team wasn't offense.
Yeah, no.
It was the special teams.
Yeah.
The special teams are the reason the Los Angeles Rams didn't go to the Super Bowl. The offense had nothing to do about it because they were the only team since the middle of December, and they did it twice, that put up 30+ on them, bro. The only team. They're the only team in the playoffs that made the Seahawks look human.
Right.
Because I'm with 49ers shit the bed against the Seahawks. Yep. The Bears looked not the Bears. Who was the other team they played? It was the Bears.
Panthers. They played the Panthers.
Was it the Panthers?
Yeah, Panthers and
Rams. The Rams put up points against the Panthers. They put up points against the Bears. They put up an enormous amount of points against the friggin' Seahawks.
Right.
Like, what are we doing here? Like, that's not the problem.
No, I get
Run it back with the same offense.
I get it, man.
I agree with Mike. I think that a deal with
There's
Adams,
no way I'm
Brown
giving Adams in a second.
It makes
for
more
AJ.
sense than a BTJ.
It does. It does.
From a value perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's if Howie can work his magic. and get that second.
But here's the problem. Maybe with Jacksonville, he could probably finagle that.
You're not finagling, which is why it didn't work.
Yeah,
which is why it didn't work.
Snead probably got on the phone and said,
Jacksonville's different.
Who do you think I am, bro?
And plus, you're the NFC.
I've won the same amount of championships as you since the turn of the 2020.
They're direct competition outside of your division.
Correct.
You got to deal with them later.
Bro, they were a play away from them. It was a muff punt away from them doing it.
So maybe it came down to we'll do a straight up trade or nothing.
That's why I also look at the Seahawks like this year.
That's probably what Philly keeps hearing is straight up trade or nothing.
Because
they don't want to do that because they're going to be having that dead cat money afterwards.
Right.
So they're still trying to get more. When teams are like, no, that's not our problem.
Right.
The model
teams at this point know you can't bring him back.
Right.
No matter what.
Bring him back.
No matter what, the team trading for him has to tell Howie on the phone, listen, jackass, you have no leverage.
Yeah.
You can try to bow tie this, sweet talk me, you can make it seem like this is the greatest thing on earth since sliced bread. Yep. But guess what, Papa? You can't put him back in that locker room.
Not only
because the quarterback don't want him there and the head coach don't want him there.
Not only is their window slowly and probably quickly closing on them as far as being able to keep running and competing for Super Bowl.
Part of me hopes he has to go back.
Right.
Because this is going to be
gold. It's going to be gold
for
us.
It's entertainment.
Yes, it's going to be gold for
when
us.
This all started, they wanted a first and a second. Remember that.
Right.
That was the outline that we originally heard.
And even that is
so
crazy.
They brought that to teams.
And every insider was like, they're not getting that.
Yeah. But
remember, Adam Schefter was like, "Yeah, that's not happening."
Yeah, it's insane.
The media killed those negotiations before.
The media destroyed it.
Yeah, before any other GM could. The media killed it. But like I said, that window is definitely kind of, I want to say quickly closing, but it's definitely slowly closing. And I think people are kind of out on Howie as far as like he's not going to be able to sweet talk anybody at this point.
I feel like
they have no leverage in this.
They've let him and the Eagles run roughshod in the league the last 6 years. And kudos to them for putting together teams that can compete and make it to the Super Bowl and do whatever the hell they've been doing as far as making trades or whatever.
No leverage.
That shit,
come June 1st,
it's over.
Come June 1st, the deal might not actually be done by then.
Yeah, and if it doesn't, they're in a whole nother.
This is a problem, bro.
We were hearing June 2nd it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Bro,
now they've changed their tune.
You can't bring him back in that locker room unless they have this true come to Jesus moment. And the way Jalen Hurts talks about him, it just brushes off like
they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
that's a problem too.
Like, bro, you're his daughter's godfather.
That's you
want a Super Bowl and think you're the man. Like, you got handed the keys to Ferrari. All you were told was don't F it up.
Exactly.
The team's value got hurt.
Dak Prescott wins a championship with that team. Jaden Daniels wins a championship with that team.
Look at the product
Jackson Dart wins a championship with that team.
CJ Stroud wins a championship.
CJ Stroud, the one who I say Houston would be foolish to give him that. He would win. Yeah. So Trevor Lawrence.
Last year, the Eagles' offense was dog shit. It hurt the value of A.J. Brown. It hurt the value of the offense overall. So going into this offseason with the hot commodity of your wide receiver one being up for sale wasn't the exact gift wrap package like this guy's saying that they thought it could be. Like, I think we're past the point. People have smartened up to the way that they go about doing
business. They're tired of getting finagled, bro. They're tired of looking
especially an NFC team. Like, you're not like
this guy's
you can't go back to the boys and be like, I just gave up a pick and a player. Like, for what? AJ Brown? Like, he had 3 or 4 microscopic knee surgeries, right?
Like, I can't stand that Dallas
28, 9-year-old. Like,
I can't stand that Dallas and them made that trade. But Dallas won that trade. Like,
why? Because they ended up with
the 4th round picks, and they still got the guy they wanted.
Yeah.
And like you said, well, it's not going to change the fact Jalen Hurts throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts has never had a 4,000-yard passing season.
It doesn't surprise me.
Do you know Jalen Hurts has never thrown for 35-plus touchdowns? I don't even think he's ever thrown for 30.
That offensive scheme killed the value of all those players.
Yeah.
You're a quarterback, bro.
Saquon Barkley was regular last year.
You're not even running no more.
He looked like the Giants Saquon Barkley last year. Really.
There was nothing special about that offense.
No,
nothing.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it. They literally couldn't offense.
They went out and signed Mekhi Becton again, like he's going to bring him back to the promised land.
Come on, it's the quarterback.
Yeah, dude. And until the fans wisen up and until that front
office won a Super Bowl.
We're not there yet with them, though. It's coming.
No, I know.
You know what I said?
They haven't turned on him completely.
Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
Rex Grossman went to a Super Bowl.
They haven't turned on yet, but
Rex
it's coming.
fucking Grossman.
Not disrespectful to Sam Darnold, but Sam Darnold went to a Super Bowl and won. Do we really think Sam Darnold's going to play like this again? Like, I don't know.
I don't
He just
know.
lost the offensive coordinator that he's had the last couple of years.
Right.
That's going to be something.
I don't know if he is going to play like that again, but I do want to see what happens because I don't want to say no.
Guess what? You're not surprising nobody this year.
No.
Yeah, everybody knows who you are.
Guys, Sam Darnold is a Super Bowl champion. He don't got to do shit. That's it.
Well,
he made it.
Exactly.
He made it. We wrote him off years ago. Sam Darnold came back and won a Super Bowl championship. Not to mention, prior to that, the year before that, 14-2 season with a Minnesota Vikings team that should have re-signed him. So if he doesn't go back in the better conference of the NFC, I'm not going to hold it against Sam Darnold. No, it's hard to make it out of that side.
I'm just saying,
he did it, bro. He did it.
The way we have to look at, I mean, he's had 4,000-yard seasons before
Jalen Hurts.
I mean, he believes in the forward pass.
He gets like $30 million more than Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold can feature a wide receiver one.
Yes.
And the Seahawks can still say Sam Darnold comes back to earth this year, say he actually reverts and regresses, the Seahawks can get out of the deal with no
Yes. Yeah, because it was
with no
kind of like the
damage.
DJ deal. It was like, they give him the 4 years, but 2 years guaranteed. And
what do you mean? He just raped the Colts for money?
He got
I'm talking about the deal with the Giants. That Colts deal is retarded. But the Giants gave him a 4-year contract. $80 million was guaranteed. After 2 years, you were able to get out.
I love the Colts.
The Colts were wild.
They can't trade Richardson. They overpaid Daniel Jones. They drafted Austin Riley.
Nobody was beating. Nobody's beating the door down for a quarterback coming off an Achilles, who already has a questionable history in this league.
Yeah. I would check in on Kirk Cousins.
And that man said, "I want $100 million." That's
the agent. That's all the agent, dude.
I just said you're playing with the franchise tag, and that's it.
Give me Tua. Give me Tua right now over Anthony Richardson with everything.
Bro, there's people talking about Tua. I keep reading about.
Matthew said, "Thank you, Elon." What'd you say? Sam lit it up with JJ saying, "Jason, let's show a little respect." I think we are kind of giving Sam his respect. We're just saying that if he reverts, I don't think nobody's gonna be surprised by it.
JSN's coming out party is attached to Sam Darnold. When you think
it really is.
Like when JSN became,
and I'm banking on that again this year as a fantasy owner of JSN. So
I need him.
We both do. So I need JSN to be what he was. I need Sam Darnold to stay what he is, and
he's not going to stop featuring the wide receiver one. No. He's still going to
especially with no Kenny Walker there. You have to throw it to him more now.
Yeah, that's going to look a little different because now you got this Price kid that's looking like he's going to take the bulk of the work. Because Charbonnet ain't going to be ready.
What happens if we got all this hype on Price and Price?
It's possible. Look at the hype on Genty. And Genty was way bigger coming out of college.
Hype on Clyde Edwards-Helaire going to Kansas City. Remember that?
I do. I remember taking Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the first round in one of my leagues.
This guy took him 5th overall.
I took him 5th overall, bro, because I thought he was going to be
number one.
No, but I don't. I did it too.
People weren't even settled in for the draft. This guy took Clyde Edwards-Helaire 5th overall, and everybody just looking at the board, looking at him. I was like, did he get high or something before the draft?
Bro, I was so sold on him.
When you did it, did you regret it instantly?
No, because at that moment, I felt as though he was going to be a top 5 running back fantasy-wise.
Right.
I said to myself,
not in Andy Reid's world, Papa.
I understood about the Andy Reid role. I did, but I told myself, I said, dude, this guy's got a loaded offensive skill players. They can't load the box on him. He's going to get handoffs, and he's going to be averaging 5.5 yards, and it blew up.
If you were to tell me the Chiefs' number 1 running back the past couple of years was Kareem Hunt, I would have laughed you out of the building.
Right.
I'm like, bro, you're reaching.
Yep.
But when you see the product on the field, it's like, oh, shit. He's not only getting the first touch in the goal line, he's getting the second one, and he might mess around and get the third one.
Yeah, it made me feel bad for Pop, but Pop just couldn't stay healthy the last year and a half there with Kansas City. So it is what it is when it comes to the
Price is hyped up, Matt. Knock it off. Everybody's been talking about him for months, just like they're talking about Love. No one's saying him and Love are these not. I'm not going to entertain you tonight.
I'm excited for Genty.
Why isn't Price hyped up? He's literally has no competition. That's like all hype. Right
if he wasn't hyped up, why did you pick him 3rd overall?
yeah, exactly. Like, what are you
Yeah,
talking about,
Momo.
dude?
I'm excited
Go-
for Genty this year.
Go do
I'm
some.
not.
Go
I'm not
get your
excited for
pars
the Raiders
down.
at all.
I think they did a good job with the offensive line, but again, on paper versus what we're actually gonna get. You know,
I think
rookie
Genty will have a
quarterback
better
getting thrown to the
sophomore
wolves.
year.
Really?
Um,
Why?
I
But,
think
you know,
really
It
think
really
the
all depends
Raiders are
what
gonna be a better team.
Mendoza looks like. Really, that's what it really boils down to.
And
got
what the
Crosby,
offensive-
defensively, I don't-
Crosby.
and what the offensive line looks like.
That too.
N'Kobe Dean,
Because
Crosby.
somebody
Freaking-
I
brought
thought,
some
they couldn't even,
stats
I thought
out.
they couldn't even keep paying those guys because they had to take Crosby back.
No, they kept all that.
No,
They
that's
have
kinda-
all that still.
That's kind of wild.
N'Kobe Dean in the center of that defense with their
No.
like they everything that they did after the Crosby trade, like it's still there. They weren't the ones who screwed that up. That was Baltimore.
No,
Who
I
tried
know,
to
but
sneak-
they had so much money coming out for these guys, not knowing that Crosby
Baltimore
was
paid
going to
it.
be there. So
I think Hendrickson is an amazing football player, but you played a lot of money to a guy who's been hurt the last couple of years.
yeah, and we've seen the Chargers do what Oakland did as far as signing a bunch of
He'll be
top
32
defensive
when the
guys.
season ends.
Who
Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
paying
I'm not
him-
sold on Oakland though. Or
You're
excuse me,
paying him
Vegas.
$30+ million.
I don't
to
think they'll
get-
be world beaters, but I think that they won't be as easy of an out as
Well,
we're
like I was
normally
going to say
used
about Genty, bro. I remember, a couple scouts talking about before the draft, like, yo, a lot of his production came against non-winning teams. Like, he looked amazing against non-winning teams.
The
And
college
then
effect.
when he played against over 500 teams, he averaged like 2.6 yards a carry.
See, that's a problem, man.
Like, go back and look at it. I got the stat. I had it last year. I think I shared it on our notes.
Yeah, so unless that guy is in the weight room and really, trying to work on his craft, I don't see him having a good sophomore season. I really don't, man. I don't see the Raiders being anything.
Where do
Well-
you see him getting drafted and redraft? Still in the second round?
I don't think he's worth it.
Someone's going to do it.
Somebody's gonna do it, but I don't think I say he's one of those 4th or 5th round backs.
which I would consider that a steal. If I get Genty in the 4th or 5th round, I'm
Yeah,
happy.
there's plenty of running backs
I'll
that
take
you can
that.
get in that area that end up being RB1s on certain teams and stuff like that. You just got to hope you hit on those guys. But
That's
that
been the
is-
trend because
yeah.
we've been ignoring running backs.
But that's
in-
a
in
dead
drafts
zone.
the last
Jonathan
couple
Taylor's
years.
going to get picked high this year, and I don't think Jonathan Taylor's going to have that great of a year.
yeah, I don't think he'll run it back like he did the year before because
I think, dude, the backup's going to get a lot of burn this year.
The kid they
Gideon,
drafted?
Yeah.
Giddens.
I like the kid they drafted though, McGowan's. I like McGowan's a lot.
McGowan's fits what they want to do.
Yeah, I like him a
So,
lot.
I think that was one of the positive things that organization has done in the offseason.
Yeah, but they're another team. The Colts are just going to be on the decline because of the dumb trades.
I
and
think
signings that they
I
have.
think next year, this time, they're going to regret the contract that they gave Pierce.
I think they'll regret the 2 first-round picks for Gardner more than they regret that contract for Pierce.
I thought that trade was wild the day it happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame the Jets for taking
No,
it.
not at all. Not at all. I think what the Jets did was super smart in signing Gardner and Wilson before their rookie contracts were up. I thought it was smart. And then, when the team calls you and offer 2 1s for a guy like Sauce Gardner, you do an Elon and you just hit accept.
Yeah.
There's no talking about it. There's no.
You don't got to break nothing
You
down.
don't even got to say bye. Talk to you later. I hit
But-
accept. The deal's done, and that's
I don't
that.
think they drafted well in the first round with that pick.
Who the Jets are.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
about the Jets.
I didn't think the guy they picked was a great pick there. The tight end, Sadiq.
We'll see.
They got the best tight end
The
in the
fans
class.
the fans are thrilled about it.
Technically,
I like
he's the best,
Stowers
he's the best
more.
tight end in the class, but they had another guy.
I
Who was the
think
guy that
Sadiq is a
did?
better one.
Who's the guy
That
the
was
Jets had?
Sadiq's first year as a tight end.
That we were rolling with for anytime touchdowns. The tight end the Jets had this past year. He was getting like 12, 13 targets a
Jason
game.
Taylor's son.
Miller, or is it Taylor?
It was Taylor. It was Jason
it Taylor?
Taylor's kid, I think.
Whoever that was, he was
Just like
Working.
Gatson, just like Gatson in the Chargers.
I
He
keep
was
really
giving
calling
us.
him Rucker, but it's not Rucker.
not
His name was
Rucker?
Taylor. I don't remember him. as
Rucker?
Taylor.
Maybe he isn't Taylor.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rucker was the rookie tight end from 2 years ago.
You know, so Caleb Johnson. Oh man, Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, poor guy never could get out of after that gaff and that special teams.
Ugh.
That guy stayed on my taxi squad. until further notice.
There's nowhere else to put him.
Thunder up by 9, 56-47 with 2:56 in the second
Mason
quarter.
Taylor.
Mason Taylor. Okay.
Mason Taylor.
Jason Taylor's kid.
Mason
Jason
Taylor.
Taylor's kid?
Yeah.
He was balling, yo.
No, he looked pretty
And Rucker is the third.
And what? That was like his first year?
good. Yes.
Yeah,
So he's still there. Like, he's still, you know what I mean?
But
like,
you know, that's becoming just like the two running back is a thing now in the NFL. The two tight end system is big in the NFL, especially when you don't have a legit wide receiver too, like the Jets don't. So I think it's
experienced quarterback,
right?
You know,
Experienced quarterback, yeah.
Get rid of the ball.
Guys like Taylor and Sadiq are just going to be extra bodies on the line, whether it's going to be run protection for Breece Hall, who they just gave a contract to, or again, it opens it up for a guy like Garrett Wilson and the group. So it can work out for them, but it's the Jets, so it's like, does it work out for them?
The other shoe is going to drop. I think it was a good trade for them to deal with a team like the Colts, because at this point in time, the Jets might be able to find a starting quarterback before the Colts. That Achilles thing is not going to go away for Danny Dimes. We don't know what Riley Leonard is. Anthony Richardson don't want to be there. The Colts are going to be pretty much in the same position as the Jets come 2027, looking for the same things. And you've got another man.
We can see Michael Penix in the Colts jersey sometime in the future. You know, I don't think Atlanta's sold on him. They got a new regime there, and they're not. You know, they didn't draft Penix, so.
I don't know what Atlanta's next move is. So
I don't
it's
either.
Like hard to read.
I don't either. Yeah.
They'll do anything, bro.
Me saying Penix in the Colts jersey is kind of a dart throw, because again, we don't know what neither team is going to do in the future. Honestly, we don't know what this year holds for them or the years to come. So
the Falcons are just a tough. Adding them to the equation of anything changes all the variables.
They're super tough read, man.
They'll do anything.
Their defense is like super spotty, because there's some games where they look good, and then there's other games where like they can't stop the run at all. And then offensively, it's like you have guys in Bijan Robinson and Drake London who are all-stars, perennial all-stars, but it's like they just can't get over the hump because of the quarterback play.
The best thing about the Falcons, besides Bijan Robinson, when Penix is there, he gets the ball to Drake London. So it's a selfish fantasy perspective on them. Besides that, I have no read on them. I don't know what they're going to do or when they're going to do it. They always look like they are capable of winning the South, and then something happens. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Just something happens. It's not like the Jets, but it kind of is like that, because you can watch this team and say to yourself, yeah, the wheels are going to fall off here. Yeah. Sometimes they fall off immediately.
Yeah.
So, you know, and with Penix, injury history, you know, is that going to be the story of your career?
It can, you know, we see it time and time again. So we can, man. You know, these guys just have to do a better job of taking care of their bodies and a better job at honing their craft, bro. That's really what it comes down to. And it comes down to these kids and the NFL and them just not being able to, you know, we hear it all the time. As the saying goes, the best ability is availability. And if you just can't be available, man, like,
he hasn't done anything to lose the job besides not be able to get on the field, which is why a lot of quarterbacks have lost their jobs, because now we're talking about late October, middle of November, we got to play the hot end.
Yeah.
We're not going to switch anything up that's been working for us the last couple of weeks.
Right.
You know, we're talking about going 2-1, and all of a sudden you're coming back and it's like, oh, damn, like, how much better are we with them? You know, and that's a conversation that a team and an organization like Atlanta is going to have because of how they go about doing business. They don't know. They know that when he's healthy, he's going to start, but the sample size of him not being there is where all those questions start to become like what are we?
And then they go out and get a guy like Tua, and imagine if Tua actually ends up playing well. You know, they're going to be forced to feel like, do we even throw Penix into the mix now? Should we just keep Tua in there?
He and Murray are in positions to rewrite the narratives around them after the putrid play that we've seen.
Kyler Murray, I don't know, dude. I am so out on Kyler Murray.
AJ Brown.
Who's his competition out there?
Where
JJ McCarthy ain't
No, he's not. I mean, he shouldn't.
He can't.
I get there's no competition. But at the same time, I feel bad for Addison owners. I feel bad for Jetta owners. I feel bad for Hawkinson owners. What does that even running back room even look like over there in Minnesota?
You had to sell those players.
But you know what?
Before it got to this point.
Yeah.
No, because here's the other thing. Here's the argument on that. And I'm going to tell you right now.
How much you spend on
listen, everybody was in the Jetta war everybody was bidding for Jetta.
I didn't.
I
I didn't think I had what it took to get him.
So,
but was that before or after the Kyler Murray thing, though?
Kyler Murray,
Before, yeah.
regardless,
that's
Kyler Murray is still better than J.J. McCarthy.
I'm not saying that he isn't.
Kevin,
I'm so out on him, bro. Like
the head coach
Yes.
is an offensive-minded genius who's going to put him in right spots.
I mean, he did it with
I
Carson
think
Wentz.
it's a one-year deal. It's a prove-it deal. I think Murray's going to have a good season. I think Jetta's going to be back to normal, and I'm not worried about it.
You think Murray's a week 1 starter?
Absolutely. J.J. McCarthy's not it's done. It's over.
He's really bad. Yo.
It's over.
He's really bad. Like there's
whoever had high
Murray's,
hopes for him, it's over.
There's nothing in Murray's way but Murray.
I had high hopes from last summer.
So
I was like, yo, there's no way this guy can't be good with all his talent. And guess what? He completely sucked.
The best option for him was to re-sign Sam Darnold.
The worst thing that can happen to Minnesota is winning 7 to 9 games, not making the playoffs, and not being in a position to draft the quarterback.
Just be in the middle, just like they were last year.
That's the worst thing that can happen to Minnesota.
Well, then that's when you got to make moves and trade.
Smack dab in the middle.
That's when you're going to have to move 2-1s to get up there in the top 5.
That's tough. That's tough.
But put themselves in the Manning sweepstakes?
Because even if Kyler Murray does play well, like, do you trust him enough to give him a boatload of money? And then
no, you franchise tag him.
That's still a lot of money.
It's better than
what, $42 million, I think, next year at that franchise.
It's better than doubling down on a 4-year contract that's going to cost you $60+ million.
Carson Wentz,
I agree.
Carson Wentz is a free man this year, right? He's not with the Vikings, or is he still?
Carson Wentz had Jetta looking great
when he was not hurt.
When he wasn't getting killed on
Carson Wentz is a
Sunday morning football
veteran compared to what Kyler Murray is currently.
Bro, that game got me so mad. That it was the Chargers and Vikings Sunday morning football game where
all those morning
Carson Wentz died.
Off, honestly.
Basically, Carson Wentz's shoulder just got ripped out of his socket
or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, bro. I took his 31.5 pass attempts.
That was Thursday.
31.
That was a Thursday night.
I hated everything about the game. I hated everything, bro. I hated all
of it. That was
a
Thursday night game. He got destroyed.
Oh, it was a Thursday night?
Was that a Thursday night?
It was a Thursday night game.
It was an isolated game.
Bro, he's just getting beat up, and you just see him getting up and just like...
He was in pain, dude. He was in pain. He was in a lot of pain. But he thugged it out. I give him respect for that. He thugged it out.
He did. He earned some respect points.
No, yeah, he earned a stripe or two that day. He earned a stripe or two.
That was tough, man. That was a tough position to be in.
You don't play that sport in that kind of pain and not get any kind of respect.
You're watching him win the job from J.J. McCarthy.
Right.
So like I feel like Kyler Murray should be able to win the job from McCarthy. It's
not
going to take much.
Kyler Murray,
it doesn't make them a winning team either.
If Kyler Murray throws for 3,800 yards and 28 touchdowns,
I think that's
when was the last time he did that?
Yeah. Has he ever done that? I don't even think he's.
I'm not going to take it too far. I'm saying he could beat J.J. McCarthy. I'm not saying he's going to be a world beater or anything.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
There's a lot of wishful thinking tied to this because you have both their wide receivers. So you need Kyler Murray to throw that ball because it's either that or you got 9 out there throwing the ball, and that ain't going to do you any good with those guys.
Man, wow. What does Minnesota do, man?
Like he was unwatchable. Wentz stinks. Murray can stink sometimes. J.J. McCarthy was just putrid.
He lost his job to Jacoby Brissett.
Kyler threw for 3,800 yards 2 years ago.
Really?
Yes.
See, this is a long time. Do it again.
Yeah.
2024.
Do it again. It feels way longer than that.
2025, we all know what happened.
Yeah, Call of Duty came out.
He had 21 touchdowns off of 3,800 yards.
How many touchdowns?
21. His QBR was a 63.4.
That's not good.
His QBR, yeah. Remember, QBR is that stat that includes everything. Like your attempts, your completions.
But don't
it's
you,
that ESPN stat that got created.
Don't you want to be above like a 72 or 8 or something like that to be considered like competent or something like that for
40-something's like average.
Really? Man, Kyler Murray's buns. That's all I know.
Yeah, I don't.
He's
give a better shit than about McCarthy.
2024, 3,800 yards.
Bro, 25 touchdowns, 3,800 yards is a good season for him. And in that division,
for him, yeah, but
I mean, they went 9-8.
No, dude.
He's not the answer for the long-term problems for the
You guys know I hate Caleb Williams. You guys know how I feel about Caleb Williams. I'm taking Caleb Williams over Kyler Murray 7 days a week.
I do believe he could play himself into the franchise tag at least. Which would be
possible,
a positive.
Man.
You can get the bag.
That's a positive for him.
Right. Like, he could do that at least.
How does that? To me, that doesn't work out in Minnesota's favor, man.
Minnesota's going to be looking for a quarterback.
You know, what do I know? I'm just a chubby kid from Violent. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it doesn't. Maybe he does work out, but I just don't see it.
After they tag him, they're still going to need a quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, they're still going to need to address that, whether it's the draft, whether it's trade. He's not the long-term answer, but I don't know how they managed to do it, but with McCarthy and Wentz, they managed to go 9-8 and a winning record.
So anything less, he's got to go 9-8. I feel like at that point, he's got to go 9-8. Carson Wentz and McCarthy's doing it, and combined, he has to do that for them.
McConnell's job is safe for now.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
He's, it's not his fault they didn't re-sign Darnold.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's not. So.
It's a retooling process that they've got going on top of the fact that they have one of the most coveted assets in the league in Justin Jefferson. You got to use him.
Does 9-8 get him into the playoffs though in that division? See, that's the thing I just brought up earlier. Like 7 to 9 wins this team up because I don't think it gets them into the playoffs, and nor does it put them in a position to get a quarterback.
It's a fine line though because 10 wins could actually win the North, so it's crazy. Like they could be one game out of missing the entire playoffs.
Chicago and Detroit can win 10 games. They can do that. I'm not sold on Green Bay. Jordan Love is not who they think he is.
Maybe it's 11. Do we go as far as to say 11 games wins the North?
I mean, I don't see any of those teams winning 11 games though.
The Bears probably have the best shot to do it. The Lions, like you said.
I'd have to look at the schedule, teams. But
Packers are too wishy-washy.
Yeah, they're too wishy-washy. I can't trust them. I can't trust the Packers to win 10 games. I don't trust the Vikings to win 10 games.
Vikings got new faces in new places too, with the new people in that they've got in town. New GM that they got there, right? So it's like, what are you thinking? These are none. Like what 9 definitely ain't your guy. Like I know that's.
I'm pretty sure they're all sold on 9 not being the guy.
So this is you want to make a good impression, and you want to look like you are a competent GM, and you want to make the right move. So like you want to take this 9-8 and try to find the most positive spin you possibly can with it. A 9-8 season with a Kyler Murray coming back after the narrative that was written on him with Arizona.
I mean, I get that. That looks good on the new regime. I get that.
Hey guys, look at us. We gave him a franchise tag. He's our starter for next year. So it's like in the background though, behind the scenes, it's like we need to go get ourselves a quarterback. We need to make a call, bust a trade, move up in the draft. We need to figure out what we're actually going to do because the other shoe could drop. He could come in and have a 9-8 season. Follow that up with a franchise tag year where he stinks up the joint. He gets hurt. He has injury history too.
He could give you
Kyler is a small guy.
Like I said, he could give you a 35 to 38 with 25, 27 touchdowns. You're like, oh shit, look what we got here. Right. He's still young enough to give us a tag or a contract, and then then he could stink next year.
Once he gets paid,
or maybe he takes the Sam Darnold route
and just keep betting on himself.
Yeah, who knows? Kevin O'Connell's done it once. Who's to say he can't do it second time?
If he does it with Kyler Murray, man, I will give that guy so much credit.
I already think he's a good coach. If he pulls it off with Kyler Murray, he deserves a lot of props because you had an entire organization write that guy off.
Yeah.
The same organization that literally tried to build everything around him. You know what I mean? Arizona, they tried it.
They did.
They tried to make him the guy.
You know what? That wasn't on Arizona, man.
But Arizona's never had good coaches.
No, I think that's one of their biggest issues, not really having the proper staff. As far as drafting people, they've done a decent job. Yeah, they've done a decent job.
Like, the dude that coached them, that went to be Kingsbury, went to be the OC. What, he lasted 2 years? That's it. A year.
Kingsbury, man, I mean, he was for me. That's a tough read because he seems like a really good coach, but then he made like bonehead decisions too. He's a great offensive coordinator, though. Like offensively, he knows what he's doing, but as a head coach, he just made bonehead decisions. So
I think he needs an organization that's like strong.
Yeah,
he needs to be a coach in an organization.
It seemed like in Arizona they were kind of letting him call his own shit, call his own shots, and
like if he was like
just kind of bit him in the ass in the end over there. So.
Like you need to go somewhere where it's like there's actual adults in the room.
Yes.
And you can focus on your job because
it
must
like
be
a
a
Baltimore
lot
or like
So
I don't know. I kind of want to say the Giants.
That's why I look at O'Connell, man. He might be if he does this.
He might be the real quarterback whisperer. Really, if he does it with Kyler Murray, I'll call him the quarterback.
It's definitely a project.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see him on
and
the field
Justin
sooner
Jefferson
than
is going to be the best wide receiver he's ever had.
True. This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, it's not even close, really.
Can he see him? Can he get over it? Can he get the ball?
See over the line? Like it's just.
Can he get the ball to him? He should be able to. I don't know. Me personally, I don't trust it a whole lot.
Jordan Mason, I think, is going to have a good year.
I hope so. I kind of like Jordan Mason this year a little bit, but it's just the Kyler Murray thing that scares me, man.
I'll let y'all have Jordan Mason. I'm good on that.
Yeah, I'm not willing to like go out of my way to draft him, but like if he's in a round where I'm like,
he was on the waivers in DOA, and I scooped him up.
Alexi dropped him. I think I would have did that too had I noticed it.
Why not?
I didn't know this.
It's a dynasty.
Yeah, no, I would have did it had I noticed it.
I mean, there's still a committee. Aaron Jones is still in the picture. It's not like
he's on his way out though, man. Aaron Jones is aging.
Couldn't stay healthy last year.
Yeah,
again.
that too. But it's not like Jordan Mason made the best of it last year. Like he didn't
capitalize.
Yeah, he didn't capitalize.
That's why Aaron Jones gets his spot when he's healthy.
Yeah, when his number's called, he's gonna play, and he's gonna get the touches and stuff like that. So it's really all on Jordan Mason.
We're a couple seasons removed from Jordan Mason being the fantasy darling that we expected when everything was first happening.
I swore last year, like going into last year, I thought he was gonna be the bee's knees.
You had to get shares at something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you had to, just because you don't know until you know.
Right.
And what we know now, the hype is a little bit off of him, and there's a lot of other running backs that are a little bit more enticing.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Jordan James kid from San Francisco, just because I know in that offense
he's intriguing. Yeah, he's intriguing.
In that offense, you are going to get burned.
He could be the handcuff of the year this year, like something like that.
I got him sitting in the taxi squad, and I'm not moving him at all because. Of course, we know what's up with McCaffrey. At any moment, this guy could be a league winner.
Yeah.
Anything happens with McCaffrey, even McCaffrey just needs a week off. Not even a like that week. You might need that shit.
Right.
And you might have him sitting there, and it's a no-brainer. You fire him up. Anything where McCaffrey is not in the starting lineup, Jordan James is automatic, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
There's nothing to think about.
I agree.
Garendo ain't getting in his way. Shanahan is going to use him. Like
there's
he's
no
gonna
doubt in my
use
mind,
him.
dude. Shanahan likes to use all of his weapons anytime he gets a chance. So,
I want to see that kid with 21, 22 touches, see what he could turn that into. I think he's taking it to the house.
Yeah,
once, maybe twice.
That'd be crazy to see him getting that kind of work. But if McCaffrey does get hurt, then he will get that kind of work. So, but that's something that we can always prepare for because we always know that McCaffrey going down is. It's like, you
got to have a
spinning the wheel and knowing that
49ers players going down. It's just part of the evolution.
Right.
They're going to do it.
Right.
Now you add Mike Evans into the equation.
Christian Kirk.
I don't know what the hell is going on with Brandon Ayuk. I'm hearing Commanders. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing that.
They're another team. You have no leverage in this situation.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
You know what other bochincha I heard? They're going to try to get both the Diggs brothers, Stephon and his brother Trevion.
Ooh, to San Fran?
Commanders.
Ooh. They're turning.
They're just doing shit.
They're turning back into the old
for no reason.
New ownership has not learned.
Nah, that's bad.
I didn't hear that, but that'd be kind of wild.
You're bringing in two problems.
Yeah, this is a crucial year for Jaden Daniels.
It is, man. And to bring family drama like the Diggs brothers into that, I don't know, man.
And then you want to bring in Ayuk too? Can you imagine?
And Daniels is on the quarterback show, right? You said on the Netflix. I don't know. That might not be good for Jaden Daniels. If I'm Jaden Daniels, bro, unless Washington offers him the bag to stay, I think I'll want out. Yeah, get me the hell out of here, dude. Because that kid, I think he's talented, man. And as long as he don't let them run him into the ground like RG3 did, I think he can shine almost anywhere, man.
He'll turn heads in the trade market.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Because if I can't draft a quarterback, I want that.
Right.
If I can't, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that changes everything. He's available. All of a sudden, you start looking at your quarterback room a little bit differently.
Yeah. If Washington better figure out what they're gonna do with him, because if he wants out, they better trade his ass.
One thing they'll do,
Instead of letting him walk.
They're kind of like the Raiders of the NFC. Is like they're gonna pay you.
Yeah.
They'll give you the bag.
Yeah.
They're not gonna build around you.
But see, that's the thing too. Like,
but you'll be paid.
Knowing that, I think Jaden Daniels would want to go somewhere where he's like gonna have the opportunity to, he went to the NFC Championship his rookie year. I'm sure he wants to taste that again. You know what I mean?
We'll see. Or he takes the bag.
We'll see.
I'm
Money talks, man.
$60 million a year.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
I didn't even have to get y'all to the NFC title game, and I'm getting paid $60 million a year.
Right. So, yeah, it's possible, man. But
that competitive fire, you know what I mean? Like that can be bought out of people sometimes, bro. Like I'm gonna secure my mom. I got bro. Oh my god, his family
up to that whole relationship.
Yeah, with him and his mom, right?
Yeah. She's the boss.
Yeah, she's a little too bossy.
She's the boss. She's his manager,
bro. How you going on dates with that's so? Where are your balls as a man to be like, mom, stay home?
Hasn't done it yet. I mean, it took Waterboy some time to do it. The Vicky Valley Court showed me her boobies, and I like them too. By the way, mama, alligators are ordering because they're medulla oblongata. And then she faked a heart attack. But that day, bro, he said, like, I'm stepping up to the plate. He did, bro. He let her have it.
Jaden Daniels needs to pull a water boy. That's what he needs to do, bro.
Devil, mama. Everything's a devil to you. He cut he cut the promo of his life on his mom.
That's
bro.
Exactly what needs to happen, because his mom got his hand in way too much shit, bro.
She's in the hospital because of broken heart.
Bobby, it's time I told you about your daddy.
Oh my god. Change his name to Roberto.
It's me, your daddy, Roberto. I seen you on the ESPN.
If Waterboy can do it, bro, with all the challenges that he had to deal with in his life, then Jaden Daniels can step up to his mom and be like, nah, yo.
I hope he does it soon.
Vicky Valancourt showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
I hope he does it soon.
Man.
He cannot let his mom run roughshod like that.
Funny.
Because if she controls that, she controls your money, bro.
Yeah,
she controls every aspect of it.
That's freaking
I just,
funny.
Even if he wants to keep his mom involved like that, as long as he's just focusing on his craft, man, keep the main thing the main thing. That's all you got to worry about, really. We can sit here and joke all we want, but if it works for them, it works for them.
Them Bobby Boucher.
Right.
You just got to keep the main thing the main thing. That's all. That's what it boils down to with Jaden Daniels, man. Really, keep the main thing the main thing.
That's interesting though, because it would be intriguing to think of a world where he's a potential free agent, but knowing the organization that he's with and how they operate, they're just going to pay him because they can do that.
It would
they throw money at their problems.
Yeah, it would behoove them to keep a guy like that. Like
this is a. They're not the same. They're not named the Redskins anymore, but this is an organization that lives off the logo. So.
Right.
Oh, in the 80s, we were the top. We were the top of the NFC. We have history. Look at the banners. You know what I mean? Like we're celebrating we're celebrating the Hall of Fame players this Sunday. They're all going to be lined up with their championship rings. Like it's just they're a lot like the Raiders, bro. Like they got history.
Yeah.
And a lot of it isn't good, but it's one of those things that's like they maintain relevancy because of the spending that they do.
That was great.
That
was a great moment on this podcast, just like when we were talking about how the Raiders ran out of money.
Like they hate Dallas, but it's like they're just a more ghetto version
of Dallas.
With how they go about business.
And they desperately need a new stadium.
But it feels falling apart.
Dude, the
bleachers falling on people falling out of the bleachers.
Me and Alexi talk about that trip all the time, bro. It was such a horrible football experience. And then for the way the Giants lost that day too, it makes it even worse.
Going to that field and losing.
Oh my god!
Was that did you guys bring your own benches out there or some shit, some petty shit?
Did we bring our own benches?
Nah, but their new stadium is supposed to be completed by 2030.
Oh, I thought it was 2020.
It'll be designed to hold approximately 70,000 people.
Jesus. That's becoming the new wave, though. As far as
The firm behind the SoFi Stadium, U.S. Bank, has designed the sculpted hybrid roof structure that dips lower on the west side to maintain clear sight lines to the Washington Monument and U.S. Capitol.
Does it hold the people in the stands prevent them from falling onto players as they're walking into the tunnel?
Literally, you can only hope, man.
Roughly 30% of the site to transport the parts, trails.
I remember me and Alexi had water dripping in between our seats. There was people fighting behind us, legit, just like the row behind us, just getting it.
Yeah, they tussle out there too.
I mean,
they tussle out there.
It was ridiculous, man.
It'll be Washington or Washington just fighting.
Yeah, and it really was a Washington fan, like starting shit with other Washington fans and Giants fans that night. And thankfully, he said nothing to me and Alex. And I told Alex, like, if he said something to me, I was going to tee off on him. But
the Bill Stadium opens up this year.
Right. Their first game is week 3, I think, out there.
The Tennessee Titans Stadium opens up next year.
Yeah, it was our last year in this stadium.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We get the new stadium next year.
The Jaguars are going to completely renovate their stadium.
Get that dirty pool out of there.
In the 2028. They're embarking on a massive renovation project of Everbank Stadium, $1.4 billion transformation, which will feature a translucent membrane roof, 360-degree concourses, modernized fan amenities, and while keeping the team physically local during construction.
What the hell's a translucent membrane roof?
Yeah, so it's like a see-through.
2029, the Browns will move into their new stadium.
The Browns.
And Tennessee's getting the Super Bowl in 2030, right?
2030.
And they're getting the draft in 2028.
Nice.
Oh, should they bring the draft back to Nashville?
Nashville, yeah.
That show was a huge success last time.
The Washington Commanders are going to begin theirs, like I said, 2030 beyond. The Chiefs and Broncos are in preliminary stages of planning new stadiums.
The Chiefs might go out of Kansas, they're saying, right?
Yeah, with Denver reportedly eyeing a retractable roof design slated for 2031, which sucks.
I know, man. They're trying to take away weather stuff from all this shit, and
that's where we're headed, bro.
Yeah, that's cool.
Where we're headed. Chris mentioned it earlier. We got 16 overseas games this year.
16?
Yeah, you can no longer stop. Teams used to be able to put 2 home games a year on their schedule that couldn't be relocated. So somebody made the comment like, it's going to suck really bad when the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens have to go play in London. Like, that's just shitty. It's like Philly, Dallas going there. Giants, Eagles going overseas. What are we doing?
Yeah, that is weird.
You know, when they start to do that, that's when when you piss fans off is when you lose people.
They already started, but 16 overseas games this
year? Yeah, it's a crazy number, bro.
But wait, didn't we only have like 6 last year? Like, that's an insane jump.
We got like
they're
10
overplaying
weeks
their hand.
of morning football, 9 weeks of morning football.
Did we?
This year coming.
Oh, this year
for like 2.5 months straight.
Dude, that's
9:30 start times for football.
That's so crazy.
Listen, they're overplaying their hand.
They are,
and I got a feeling it's gonna backfire on them. I really do.
You know what else I don't like? How there's 4 teams that don't have any primetime games.
You're one of them.
I think that's unfair, and I think that actually benefits the teams who don't. Really, they're on a steady schedule. You know, you're playing every Sunday, no matter what.
Yeah, see, no more protected
4
games.
o'clock at work.
Same thing.
Previously,
the Jets only have 2 4 p.m. games this year. The rest are 1 o'clock. That's a steady schedule of knowing when you're going to play, when you got to go to work.
You factor in the traveling, how they're traveling,
and then you got you're playing. That means those teams get to play against teams who are going to be not constantly on short weeks, but those Jets and the Titans
playing teams that are going to be run down some weeks.
The Jets and Titans are going to see teams, more than other teams that are going to be on shorter weeks and stuff.
We just got back from Brazil,
and then then we got all these Wednesday games too. So you're talking about teams who don't have to play no Wednesdays, no Thursdays, no Brazil games, no Sunday morning games, none of that shit.
What are we going to do?
To me, that's a little. I think every team should have at least a Thursday game at minimum.
Everybody should have a Thursday game.
At minimum, there should be no reason that you're giving us football almost 5 days a week, and there's 4 teams that don't play prime time. That shit makes no sense to me, dude.
Everybody should be having a Thursday.
Every team
to
should
have
play Thursday
that
game.
extra 10 days.
Yeah.
Of rest.
Yeah.
For everybody deserves that.
Yeah,
Like,
Oscar's right. They're overplaying their
sport.
hand here, and they need to stop with this over the seas bullshit. Like I guess they're trying to get more money and but
it's a money grab.
It's a money grab, man. It's gonna hurt the product.
Listen. You're going to piss off the diehard NFL fan when you move a Dallas versus Philly game overseas. When you move a Giants versus Eagles game overseas.
Yeah, that'll piss me
Pittsburgh versus Baltimore overseas. You're gonna piss that fan base off.
Yeah, no.
And it ain't gonna be pretty.
No, Jets versus
because
Dolphins,
that
they're
I
used to seeing their teams in East Rutherford against their rival.
Yeah.
Every year.
They're gonna piss some people, and they're gonna see when people when the outrage really hits. I guarantee that's okay. We're not gonna do this.
By then, who knows how much money they'll make though.
Yeah. It's gonna take fans, bro.
They'll keep doing it until
it's gonna take fans.
Yeah, until it's a big uproar and stuff like that, they'll keep doing it until people smarten up and really stop spending so much money to go to these games, overseas. That is, or even when they come back and they find their stadiums empty because they're playing overseas and stuff like that. So we'll see. But I think Oscar's right here, man. They're definitely overplaying their hand.
I already need this streaming service.
I'm not trying to get political.
This streaming service to watch this game.
I'm not getting political, but I saw them ask Trump and all that about this. And he said they make enough money. Do you really need to make more money to keep going international?
Probably not.
Do you need to make, he goes, or for all these streaming sites for their fans? He goes, this is the everyday worker in America who lives, some of these people live for Sunday, and now you're starting to price them out.
Right.
What are you getting to?
It's the same guy that's doing openly insider trading, making millions of dollars and not facing any consequences.
Was saying, but what he
I love when billionaires talk about not being greedy with money.
But what I loved about what he said, because I know it's the person who said it, that's why no one will take it serious. But what he also said, like he said, this can backfire eventually on them.
Yeah. Dude, they just did a massive TV deal. Every team has gotten a bump the last 3 years of $25 million, where at the end of the 4 years, every team gets an extra $100 million in cap space.
There is talk that some of these guys may not want to pay as much for their bill next year when the next contracts come up.
Who, owners?
No, the channels, the CBSs, the Foxes, the NBCs.
That's another issue.
You keep adding games to other streaming sites apart from the founding fathers.
Because they're also
of the
trying to limit
to watching them on.
They're also trying to limit the games they're trying to protect.
It's just a matter of time.
Some of these stations don't want rivalry games going to international as well. They're like, no.
I don't want to watch football on Paramount. My bad. I don't.
My bad.
Who wants to wake up at 9:30 in the morning to watch Dallas versus Philly?
I kind of don't.
New York versus Dallas.
I barely want to do that just to watch just the random games that they're doing, let alone a division game.
It's
gonna piss me off if I got to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's a 4:25 p.m.
to watch the Giants play. I don't want to do that, man.
I gotta do it a second year in a row with the Steelers.
We work 6 days a week.
I want to sleep, bro.
Like, I want to fucking sleep in on my Sunday.
I close a lot on Saturday nights. I'm getting home.
Jalen Williams is not expected to return in game 2. Hamstring.
Oh damn! Didn't he just come back?
J-Dub, he just came back from that hamstring. Wow. Telling you, dude, they lose this game tonight, and it might be curtains for OKC.
They lose this game. I say they split in San Antonio, but
They're up by 3.
Comes back.
Who, OKC?
They need this game.
But with J-Dub hurt now, that's big, man.
They need this game to regulate everything.
I just got it. I just got the Jalen Williams.
Wemby right now got 12 points, 7
Jackson
boards.
Merle, day to day. He's only my 10th guy. That's all, guys. That's
Drew's
it.
Killing me right now.
I don't know how I'm beating. I'm beating Chris 10-1, and I literally have no idea.
I took some runs away from Drew. It's 9-3.
Oh, I left the home run on the bench.
There it is.
That's great.
Ah man, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna finagle this, bro, because I don't want to drop anybody that I have.
Imanaga killed my ERA the other day. He started.
I don't know how you start that guy confidently, bro.
Yeah, he's been good.
He has
year?
been very good this
Yeah.
year.
Maybe I'm thinking of the cat from Houston. Isn't there the Japanese cat from Houston?
You thinking about Sasaki from the Dodgers?
Maybe I'm thinking, yeah.
I don't think they even. I think they do start him, but he be getting blown up,
especially this year. I know that for a fact.
Blown up.
He's only had
good
2 bad
eventually.
games
He's young
this
as hell.
year.
Okay, so I
He
am
had the
thinking of
6.
Sasaki.
He had the 6-0 loss to the Dodgers, but the other day Milwaukee just beat his ass.
Milwaukee's kicking ass right now. They're a good baseball team. They got Christian Yelich.
My
back.
fantasy baseball team is literally in the slumps right now, and I'm winning. I have no idea how.
Fourth right now, you're like 4th seed.
I think I'm either 4th or 5th seed, so I'm middle of the pack. But
you're winning enough to not fall off
yes,
the radar.
Yes, to stay relevant. So if I can just keep
baseball,
I just got to keep winning categories every week. If I can win, like, even if it's like the 5 to 6 loss, so to speak, as long as I'm winning them categories, I could stay middle of the pack.
Big beat. BB gives me 8 innings of ball,
Tanner,
5 Ks, a quality start, but the game goes entering. I don't get a win.
The
Jack later today gave me. Oh, Jack, you messed up my ERA too. 5 innings pitched, 5 Ks, and a 7.2. Right now, I got Ohtani on the mound. 4 innings pitched, 4 Ks. Dodgers win right now, 3-0.
He's dealing.
So if they can win this game, give me a quality start.
And he actually hit a home run today.
I don't have no pitchers going today, but I had 4 yesterday. So
my team's not hitting this week. 190.
Oh, I'm hitting. For
I got a case of the Heathers.
She almost dropped Salvi, and I told her not to because she did that last year and it cost her. And all of a sudden, today he hits a nuke.
She kept him.
Boo the Knicks. Yeah, she kept told her. She learned the lesson from last year.
This guy, boo the
Terrell. What up, bro?
You know what it is.
What's up, brother?
You guys gave us home court for 4 games. Why are you even booing us, man?
2 new waiver claims process.
Game 2 tomorrow.
I'm ready for it.
Alexi,
now I'm ready for
Jolie, tight end.
I mean,
now I'm ready for it.
You guys
Alexi
got the
picked up
momentum.
the Chargers.
The momentum.
That was on the waiver wire.
Chargers defense. What
DOA?
Alexi did? Yeah.
I think I dropped
me and him were talking about that.
That was a good move.
Yeah. No, he talked about it. He loves it.
I think I got like 3 defenses still, so I had to just.
Yeah, it's still early, and he mentioned that too. How it's still early, and that if he wants to, change his mind, he can.
Defenses.
But I think that was a good move.
I got the Niners, Packers.
I have more
Bucks,
ILs
and
than start able players. I'm almost there with you at this point, bro. I
littered. I've had Hunter. I got Hunter Brown on the 60-day IL. I don't even know when I'm going to see that guy again.
I got
both
3
my closers
pitchers
in baseball. 60 days means a season.
Pretty much. I got Josh Hader that says IL 60, but he hasn't played at all this year, so I'm hoping he comes back. But I'm almost tempted to just drop him.
I forgot who it was that they were on the 10-day IL, and I was so shocked because he actually came back after 10 days. I don't remember what team it was.
Well, look,
but
Ryan
I was like,
Helsley,
oh shit! Like
pitched. He threw a little.
Back.
Helsley?
He's been out with elbow injury for freaking months.
I'm off tomorrow. Got that Brunson jersey sitting on ice. You already? No, my boy.
I work day shift tomorrow, but I will be home long before game 2 pops off, and I will be kicking back, relaxing, watching, hopefully, and I mean, I want to see if the Cavs are just going to be a tale of 2 cities again, because if that's the case, this series is probably going to be over in 5.
I said Knicks in 5s. I expected us to kind of lose one of these games at home because I expected the Cavs to come out like kind of just off of what they just did with Detroit. But after the way we won yesterday, dude, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say we're sweeping them, but it's on the table.
So I wasn't impressed with how they won Game 7 because the Pistons just.
Neither was my dad, because my dad said it was funny. Me and him were talking. I was like, they look good in Game 7, and Dad was like, did they look good, or was Detroit really that bad?
Did they look good, or was Duncan Robinson the only consistent scorer?
Exactly.
And when that's the case,
that's bad.
That's a terrible place to be when you're the 1 seed.
Cade Cunningham, their star player, who was MVP considerations, had only 13 points and 0 for 8, I think, from the 3-point line. You're not going to win games like that.
I was more impressed by how they managed to have a 20-plus point lead in New York against you guys.
Yeah,
they blew it.
Yeah,
but I feel like that was the height of me. Like I said earlier, like. They looked like what I was being sold on paper.
Yes, it's one thing to beat New York, especially this particular team, but the way they were doing it yesterday, I was like, fuck. man. Like that was big for Cleveland. If they could have beaten us by 20 or more yesterday, like that would have been huge.
And in the fourth quarter, they looked like they did in the first quarter.
Right.
And I was just
so weird, dude.
This is like,
I'm telling you, something happened where it was just a random 2-point shot, dude. And I know the fans I guess they just weren't willing to give up, and I love that. I because that's why I sat there and watched the game. I didn't want to give up, but they went crazy after this random 2-pointer, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Atkinson, what are you doing?
Yes, it was, dude.
Timeout?
Yeah, no time. I mean, he just let Brunson go out there and fucking run wild.
You got to stop this run,
and he did not. He did not.
Okay,
Mobley hit a 3-pointer, and people thought that 3-pointer was didn't ice it, but like, all right, maybe Cleveland can put up a couple more points.
That was supposed to be the
hush your mouth.
There was no.
It did it. It did not kill the crowd. It didn't kill our momentum, and it was bananas, bro.
Wemby carrying the Spurs to the finals. Y'all should be there too. This y'all year. Good luck. But I'm rooting for the other team, no matter the outcome.
I don't blame you, as you should, my friend, as you should. But we've handled San Antonio twice in the season.
I don't think I've ever.
I'm a big advocate, and you guys hear me say all the time, I don't give a shit about the NBA regular season, but it's the only thing we can kind of go off of when we're talking about comparing the two teams and how they match up with each other head to head. We've seen it already.
Using some of the things that worked in those games, which is what the Spurs have been doing with OKC.
And
I think they went 3-1 against OKC this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
they
did.
They kind of had their number.
Right.
Throughout.
But like I said about Mike Brown in the beginning of this podcast, man, what he's been doing, adjusting in these playoffs this year has been second to none, man. I mean, I can't praise him enough for all the adjustments he's done. So, but that's what he needs to do. Not only to just keep his job, but to get us where we need to be. So
he's doing what Kevin McConnell could potentially do in Minnesota.
I think we're locked in and damn near impossible to stop. I mean, we figured it out. Man.
It should be.
When it comes to a team like San Antonio, Wemby's gonna get his regardless. You can't let Wemby get into a flow, and you got to stop everybody else around him. If you're stopping everybody else around him, then beating San Antonio is a little bit easier than what you might think it is.
He had a little bit of a slower start tonight, so it looks like the focus was him, and then it just like they have other weapons. They have Harper, they've got Castle, and all this like. Those other young boys are ready for the moment when it becomes one of those things where it's like we need to help,
right?
And like I love besides the collapse from the Cavaliers, I love how all these teams have been playing. The Cavs are probably the least impressive of the four teams.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, OKC up until this point has just been cruising.
Right.
OKC has not had any type of problems on the Western Conference, and now the biggest problem is at their doorstep.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, like bringing them to fight.
For me, I love the Knicks. How we have, we start the game with Cat, and then you got to worry about Mitch coming off the bench, and that's a lot for Wemby. And he's not going to play all 48 minutes.
You got to use those fouls with the big men.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, you got to use those bodies.
It's going to be tough because after Wemby, their backup big men they got nothing for Cat and Mitch. They don't, man. I think Mitch can hang with Wemby laterally. Mitch actually can surprise a lot of people. Like he can. If he really puts his mind to it, dude, and puts the effort in, he can guard almost every position on the floor.
He's the one that'll get himself in foul trouble.
No, he will. He definitely will. But he is not afraid to guard your point guard, your shooting guard, your three, your four. Like he's not afraid to defend nobody on the floor. That's what I love about him.
We can't look too far ahead though.
No.
It's only game 2 tonight. We got a game 2 tomorrow. And
I told somebody earlier, the Knicks got 7 more games to win. The job is not done. There's 7 more games to win. So let's go. It's time to go to work, bro. It's time to go to work.
Time to lock in.
Mitch is solid. Yes, he is, bro. I've been telling people for years, man.
We are gonna have to follow up with the whole AJ Brown saga, because it continues, and now you have other teams
getting involved.
Throwing their name, and we have all summer. We have
no idea.
Training camp, like the new faces that are coming into Philly to replace AJ Brown.
My phone's listening to us because now I got a bunch of Sam Darnold, JJ McCarthy clips. I'm trying to see, like, stop following me.
That'll work. But yeah, man.
But yeah, after even after the AJ Brown trade, that June 2nd date is big for all the veterans too, because that's what a lot of teams are waiting for to sign these vets. You always get them at a cheaper price after June 2nd.
Yep.
And there's still some decent, good names out there. Bobby Okereke is one of them.
Yep.
He's been a leading tackle in the Giants for the last 2 years, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants.
Debo Samuel's still out there.
Yeah, Debo Samuel's still out there. There's some real good veterans
I think Debo
out there.
can still contribute.
He can in the right situation. He's not the Debo of old, but in the right situation, I think he can. Like if he got signed to the Rams, I don't think he would. But
which is crazy because he was just drafted in 2019.
I know. But injuries, man, and the money too, man. He's gotten a little thick over the years. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gotten a little thick over the years, and he's not as fast as he used to be.
Your head coach had him run up the middle.
Yeah,
like he's a running back,
and
he got hurt,
slaughtered. Yeah,
that doesn't help.
Yeah,
that's like treating your wide receiver like a running back is it's just like
But there's a lot to revisit, man. We're gonna be here every week, and there's gonna be news that drops every
next week.
We'll
see where the Knicks stand and where the Spurs
stand.
Yeah, we'll be looking at potentially the ending of the conference finals, or maybe the beginning of the finals themselves.
Yeah, because I don't know what the actual date is for next Wednesday, but I know the finals is scheduled to start either June 3rd or 5th, something 27th.
Like that.
So okay. So it'll be So like you said, we'll get an idea of who will be going to the finals by next week.
Yep.
So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. I can't wait.
Yeah, we'll be here for all that and much, much more because the bochinche and the drama is only going to get deeper once we get into training camp and everybody gets settled in. You start seeing them on the field, like it's all gonna escalate. Trade market's gonna open back up. Dynasty leagues have been a little bit quieter last couple of weeks, but eventually that's going to change.
It'll pick up.
You know how it is.
Once everybody starts listening to their podcasts and stuff, and like, you know what?
Yeah, I mean,
fantasy footballers is right. Let me reach out.
Once you start seeing the players jockeying for position as far as the depth chart goes, and like that's shit. I think the Angels is
training camp's late. Oh shit. Soler?
I don't know. I just saw they went up 5-3. Adele went yard, and then I think somebody else just went yard, but I don't know.
Trout.
It might have been Trout because I faded him today. It makes sense if it was.
He went yard yesterday, right?
Yo, what's the deal with Schwarber?
I don't know.
Is he just not playing?
He's hurt. I don't know what. And I hate the way that lineup looks without him.
They're not saying
Wawa's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Oh,
he's been day to day for a couple of days. He hasn't been in the lineup for 3 days. And when he's not in the lineup,
it would be nice for Judge to catch up to him. It would be nice.
Yeah, any day now, Judge.
Yeah,
like tonight. Tonight would be cool. Tonight's a good
night.
Works. To do it, since I doubled down on you.
Right. What do you got him in a round robin?
I straight bet him. I paired him with Soto, but once Soto hit his home run, I cashed that out, and then I paired Judge and Rice together.
He said he should be back Friday.
Garrett Cole will be back Friday too.
Cole's supposed to be back Friday.
Cole train is back.
I could finally free up an IL spot for one of my other 6 guys. That'd be nice. Dude, losing O'Hearn and Baldwin in the same week is so diabolical.
Yeah, that sucks.
But they've been so good this year, man.
All they do is hit.
So yeah, man.
It's hard to replace.
Baldwin's hitting 305 on the season, and the last week he's been hitting 368. O'Hearn was hitting 285 before he went down, and hitting 289 on the year. So like, just losing guys like that is just such a hurt piece. But just need the other guys that I have that are healthy to step up.
It's not June yet. Hopefully you get these guys back for that final push.
Yeah, I mean, it does say 10-day IL for these guys, so let's see if it's a true 10 days and not 30.
It's going to be even more overwhelming as the baseball season overlaps into draft season.
Yes,
that's when we're going to.
Schwarber hits 40 more home runs this year. He'll be at 60, right?
Right.
That would get him to 400 career home runs.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Not all with Philly though, right?
He was raking. Nah, Chicago.
Right. Chicago, Boston.
Can you with Boston? He had a stint in Boston?
He had a good stint with Boston.
I do not
I just remember Chicago. But yeah, this has been another edition of On the Money Podcast. Thank you for those of you who tuned into the podcast. We covered a lot of ground on tonight's pod. We you know what I mean? We got the AJ Brown situation that has another layer of drama to it. What's going to become of the franchise when he's not in the picture? How long will it take the fan base to turn on the only other logical scapegoat left in the room, not named Nick Sirianni? How many Sunday mornings are we going to have to be up at 8:30 to
Rob, it's
prepare?
a good week of Sandlot baseball for me this week.
Oh, he's turning it around. Rose is turning things around.
I'm happy I could be your turnaround.
He's just to get right week. We all need him.
It's not Seth this week.
Yeah,
oh,
for real.
Man. But yeah, man. On the Money Podcast. Jersey Triad signing off after another edition of the pod.
You already know.
See you guys in the forum. Game 2 tomorrow night. Tap in. Enjoy the rest of Game 2 Spurs and OKC. By the power of E-Man, who brought you this podcast. We'll see you same time, same place next week. That shit is loud.
This is loud.
See you next week.